Thank you for joining our celebration of the Passaic County Community College Class of 2020. We are not going to allow a global pandemic to stand in the way of recognizing the accomplishments of our students. Completing your degree was not easy. The last few months certainly added to the challenge. All the more reason we need to celebrate. Commencement Day is typically our favorite day of the year at the college. While we did not have a traditional commencement ceremony this year, it does not diminish our joy in seeing you succeed. PCC is a special place. It is our people that make us special. We are one of the most diverse colleges in the United States. We are very proud of that. I am confident that diversity enhanced your education. Congratulations.
Greetings. I'm going to give you a little poem, but this poem will exemplify everything that you've done and you've gone through to get here. And I have an affinity to one of the graduates here because she came from my organization 14 years ago. And then she went to, got a internship at the One Stop. And then she's hired by the One Stop. And now, 13 years later, she's graduating from Passaic County Community College. And this is the inspiration that I'm going to talk to you about. And as I say this, I want each and every one of you to think about that and bring and just absorb it. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh. But when the funds are low and the debts are high, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is queer with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns. And many a fellow turns about when he might have won, but had struck out. Don't give up through the pace it seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Often the goal is nearer than it seems to faint and faltering man. Often the struggle has given up when he might have captured the victor's cup. And he learned too late when night came down how close he was to the golden crown. Success or failure turned inside out. The silver tint in the clouds of doubt. And you'll never can tell how close you are. It might be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when your heart is hit. When things seem it's worse, then you must not quit.
During this unusual time of COVID-19 and the disruptions it has caused in our lives, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing to you 4 valedictorians. This is a first for our college. The 4 valedictorians have a lot in common. They each earned a 4.0 GPA, graduated with highest honors, are members of Phi Theta Kappa, and also graduated from the PCCC honors program. Our valedictorians are evenly split between STEM majors and the humanities. They are regarded by their professors as hardworking, dedicated, compassionate, soft-spoken students who also care about their classmates. They all congratulate the class of 2020 for staying the course to graduation. I would like to introduce each one of our valedictorians by name. Diana Garay, humanities option major, started at Passaic County Community College as an ELS student. She moved rapidly through the ELS program and completed her associate degree in 2 years. Her PCCC mentors were James Saunders, Dr. Martha Brosna, and Professor Della Fera, who helped her articulate her voice and find her path to political science and public policy. Diana plans to spend her future career helping others through public policy changes here in the U.S., where she wants to give back in return for the opportunities that she has enjoyed here, and also back in her beloved Peru. She will study political science and international relations at Rutgers Newark and aspires to work on an international level, maybe even at the UN.
My name is Diana Garay. Nearly 2 years ago, I arrived to the U.S. from my home country of Peru, unable to speak a sentence in English. And I will certainly never imagine that I'll be here before all of you today giving this speech. Much like the other recipients of this honor, I would like to begin by thanking Dr. Rose, Dr. Kanibi, faculty members, administration, staff, Passaic Council chosen freeholders, my friends, all the professors who have encouraged me along the way, and my family who have given me nothing but support during my time here at PCC. If I'm being honest, going to high school in Peru, I never had great ambitions for my future. While my friends were all talking about the dream schools and amazing plans, I was counting down the days until graduation and interest and unsure what the future will hold for me. Perhaps I was too afraid to face the future, perhaps I was waiting for the opportunities of America to present themselves to me. Whatever the case might have been, thinking about what to do next with my life wasn't on the top of my to-do list. When I first arrived to the US, I believed that everything was so perfect and amazing, but that feeling was just fleeting because I started to believe that this country was too big for me and I couldn't control my life. And how could I make it if I couldn't even speak the language and all my aspirations meant nothing here? And I was told that empathy and sensitivity did nothing but weaken you in this country. However, I was lucky enough to be raised by women who made their way in life in spite of the many obstacles they had to overcome. My mom and my grandma are the greatest example of courage and ambition. They're the best example of the type of person I want to be. They came from the deepest of the mountains in Peru and managed to carve a place in society as a woman and to raise me without ever saying it's too hard, I cannot do it. I was raised by female warriors and I decided I wasn't going to be deception. I was also lucky enough to be raised by a dad with a golden heart, a man who unconditionally gave me everything. He told me about love and discipline by guiding me and supporting me. He's always been there, he's always been my rock, and I know that I couldn't have asked for a better father. When I was given the opportunity to go back to Peru, I decided to stay here in the US, not because I was too afraid to lay down my parents or because I was giving up. I decided to stay here because I believed it's the right place for me to realize my dreams. Dreams of a girl who never saw life as easy, but who knows that one day with effort, not too far away, will reap the benefits of that she is us today. And all of these dreams will never have stood a chance without my professors, family, and friends. So I would like to say thank you to Professor Brosnia for always being there for me, having my back, being my rock. Thank you, Professor Sanders, for giving me stability in times of despair. Thank you, Professor De La Fera, for giving me the opportunity to be better. Thank you, Matthew McCarty, for being more than a tutor, but a friend who guided me in the craziness of English reading and writing. Words cannot express how thankful I am to all of you. And to my family back home, I would like to say, su amor incondicional siempre está en mi corazón, sus oraciones siempre me guían a un lugar mejor y sus esperanzas puestas en mí siempre me previenen de rendirme. Los amo mucho, familia Garay y Cabero. And for the ESL students, I would like to say, continúa, trabaja duro, lucha y demuestra al mundo lo que estás hecho y de lo que eres capaz de lograr. Porque si yo puedo estar aquí parada, yo sé que tú también puedes hacerlo. Because it doesn't matter your age, your gender, where you came from, or where you are right now. What matters is the work that you put into. Because I believe that each and every one of us here has the potential to succeed. It's just the amount of time and work to dedicate that decides how successful you're going to be in life. So from the bottom of my heart, congratulations, class 2020. I wish you only the best.
Maximino Del Giacomo Castilla, our first mathematics option valedictorian, began his academic career here as an early childhood major, but ultimately switched his majors. He credits Professor Mark Young with helping him realize his talent for mathematics and how it relates to computer information systems. He is very family-oriented and compassionate to children with special needs. Max thoroughly enjoys computer programming and is an avid reader. He also is a two-time winner at the Beacon Conference for his research in blockchain technology, which relates to cybersecurity for those of you who are not familiar with the term. He plans to attend Stanford University in the fall, majoring in computer science with his plan to pursue a master's degree.
I would like to thank the President, faculty, staff, and Board of Trustees. I would specifically like to thank Professor Mark Young for his continued mentorship and guidance, and Professor De La Fera for her help with all my transfer applications. I want to thank Max McCourt, one of my co-valedictorians, for his help inside and outside the classroom. And finally, I'd like to thank my parents for their help in all of my pursuits. When I began at PCCC, I wasn't expecting much, but over time, a series of unexpected opportunities arose. The first opportunity was an independent research project under Professor Mark Young. I was able to present my work at a conference for community college students and later publish my work in the conference proceedings. These things helped me secure a research internship at Stanford University. While my time at Stanford was intellectually enriching, I want to focus on some things I learned outside of the lab. If you ever go to Palo Alto, California, you'll notice that almost every car is a BMW, a Tesla, or a Porsche. Head downtown and you'll likely catch a Lamborghini or two. Check the home prices on Zillow and you'll realize that guy walking his dog is a millionaire, or to be more exact, a millionaire many times over. In Silicon Valley, the mecca of capitalism, the difference between the haves and the have-nots becomes very apparent. During this pandemic, I can't help but notice these trends on a larger scale. Hedge funds short the market and made billions, while millions filed for unemployment, and big tech thrived with work from home, while many low-income students struggled to find adequate internet access. It is now clear that this pandemic is disproportionately affecting low-income students. Many reports say that schools are passing everyone in the name of fairness. It seems like this will simply perpetuate cycles of unpreparedness in our most at-risk students. This raises the question, what works? The data is clear on one thing. Higher education, assuming affordable tuition, is a clear path for upward mobility. My fellow graduates, by completing your associate's degree, you have decided to invest in the future. Whether you enter the workforce or pursue a four-year degree, you have already contributed to closing the income gap in our country. It's hard to know what the other side of this pandemic will look like, but we know as graduates with college degrees in hand that more job opportunities, increased earning potential, and leverage in an increasingly competitive economy await us. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Maximilian Rorzek McCourt, our first physical science option valedictorian, ultimately chose PCCC over NJIT and has earned his associate degree in 2 years. He volunteered at PCCC during summer, during high school, as a peer tutor and in the Bridges to Baccalaureate program. He has also earned a reputation as patient, soft-spoken peer tutor in physics due to his ability to break down complex topics so that they can be understood. He plans to attend Rutgers University in Newark and study dark matter and cosmology, ultimately pursuing a PhD and perhaps becoming an academic instructor.
Good evening. Thank you, Dr. Rose, Dr. Kenevi, faculty, staff, administration, and Passaic County freeholders. My name is Maximilian Rozek McCourt. My grandfather was one of my greatest inspirations growing up. He always stressed the importance of school, caring for others, and appreciating the beauty of the world around me. With my parents, he helped instill values that make me who I am today and who I continue to grow into. Without them, I would not be here speaking to you now. This is for them. This is for my grandfather. At PCCC, I found a home, as I'm sure we all have. Sometimes it wasn't the easiest home to live in, but it gave me a place to learn more about myself in 2 years than I could have done in all 4 years of high school. I grew as a person, I worked hard, and I discovered some of my passions in life with the help of my family and professors. Now, I'd like to acknowledge some of those who helped guide me along my way. Thank you, Professor Seferwick, for always challenging me in the classroom. Thank you, Professor Sanders, for always being a friendly face and someone I could turn to for help. Thank you, Professor Berger, for being one of the best instructors I've learned from. Thank you, Professors Kim, Motsolis, and Van Aken, for being there when I first started and did not know where to go. Thank you, Mr. Antoneda and the STEM team, for always being a kind and friendly group and looking out for me from the beginning. And thank you, Professor Warwick, for being an amazing physics instructor, for allowing me to grow in my field, and for being an unwavering pillar of support. Finally, I'd like to thank my parents and family. Without you, I would have nothing and I would be lost. Thank you for always believing in me, loving me, and putting up with me. But this day is not only about me, but about all of you. Each member of the class of 2020 has a different story as to how they got here. Some were born here, some emigrated from another country. Some speak English and some don't. Some are young and some are old. We come from different towns, different backgrounds, and we experience life in different unique ways that only we can understand. But our differences are not meant to define us. The list of differences can go on and on. Each one of us has faced and conquered obstacles to get to this point, and no one can take those triumphs away from us. Each one of us is looking to improve our lives, improve the lives of those we love, to achieve happiness and success, and to discover our passions in life. This graduation marks an ending to a part of that journey for meaning and happiness. Truly, this journey will be lifelong, and our time at PCCC has ended, but we leave here with the lessons we have learned from our friends, families, professors, and ourselves. And just as each one of us has uniquely been brought here to this graduation, each one of us has unique plans for the future. Although none of us know what the future holds, we can definitely admit that there will be more obstacles, but each one of us must and will conquer them. We have made it this far, and we all know what we have done to get to this point. The hard work, the long nights, the sacrifices. We will not let it go to waste. We will continue along that journey for happiness, not only for ourselves, but for the ones we love and for the world. I truly do believe that everything happens for a reason. In the present moment, we may not understand why something happens or its significance, but in time, all things become clear. I rest assured knowing that what is meant to be will be, and what is not meant to be will not. God is good, and He will do what is best for us, even if it does not seem so at the time. All of us have been brought here to this graduation for a reason. All of us will go from here into life for a reason. I wish you all the best of luck. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Okay. Miguel Ruiz is also a humanities option major. He is a proud native-born Pattersonian of Puerto Rican descent who attended Garrett Morgan Academy. He will transfer to Rutgers Newark to study public administration and history with the intent on pursuing a master's degree in liberal arts. His aspiration is to work for the U.S. Department of the Interior. In fact, he is a former employee of the Patterson-Great Falls National Historical Park and credits Elise Goodman, his supervisor, with helping him channel his love of country and conservation into a career. He finds weaving a narrative toward basic statistics, data, and primary resources a fun challenge. Miguel is also a ping pong champion and once met Queen Latifah in a local Burger King on Route 46. Congratulations to our valedictorians and to all of the students graduating in the class of 2020.
Hello, my fellow graduates, faculty, alumni, friends, and family to Passaic County Community College's 2020 virtual graduation celebration. While this is not the ideal circumstances of what graduation looks like, I'm sure everyone knows with certainty these past few months have not been ideal. In fact, they have been far from it. I am grateful to be able to speak to you all today. Unfortunately, these past few months, we have experienced a pandemic the world has never seen before, and a long-standing history of racial injustice observed in protests all across our nation and the world. It has not been easy for anyone, and will not continue to be easy. For this, I address my fellow graduates and peers. It is important we do not forget the events today, for it will be our jobs to fix them tomorrow. This speech is not so much about me, but about the people who helped me achieve this academic accomplishment. Starting off with Professor Martha Brosnia, along with Professor Christine Redmond-Waldeyer, who guided me and kept my academic rigor in motion. I believe this outstanding academic achievement could not have been done for these two exceptional and intelligent women. So if this one time I can skip the formalities of titles and say this, Martha and Christine, thank you for everything. I hope I will continue to make you proud. I would also like to thank my boss, Elise Goldman, the Chief of Interpretation at the Patterson-Great Falls National Historical Park, who I wish was my boss and my friend forever. I hope you're watching, and I cannot wait to work again this season for such an amazing human. Thank you for everything, and you truly are mint. I want to thank my family who is watching me from miles away, cousins, aunts, and uncles, my great-grandma, God bless you, and my immediate family who's watching this with me in our house. I love you all and cherish everyone back home. To my grandparents who in times of distress and in times of happiness have always been there for me and cared for me and stepped in to be parents of my own. To my Uncle Esau, who taught me individuality and intellect is the greatest combination in a person, and to never let others dictate your happiness. To my amazing little brothers, Anthony and David, I hope one day you can safely call me a role model, and I am more excited about your futures than even my own. Your big brother loves you. To my stepfather, while we are not bound by blood, we are bound by love, and that is what is important. I love you, Dad. Finally, to the woman who brought me into this world, who raised me as a young teenage girl to now a beautiful, strong, capable, and graceful woman she is today. Ma, you've always been there for me. You're what I do it all for. One day, I hope you can look at this moment and be proud of your boy. This is only a small token of repaying you for the countless sacrifices you have done for me. I love you and I would die for you. In the end, you're all I have in this world. They say behind every great man is a greater woman. My mother is that greater woman. I want to thank my friends from high school and the GMAG Discord server. Thanks for keeping it real, guys. You guys are truly gods amongst men. The friends I made here at PCCC, you all taught me that I did not have to be kept to myself, that there are amazing and bright people on this campus. And that brings me to someone I met here on campus, who I have loved for more than a year now. Shania, I love you, babe, and thanks for sticking by me through thick and thin. You have faith in me when I have none for myself. I'm so lucky for us to have met in Professor Brosnia's U.S. History 1 class. And finally, I leave my fellow graduates. Be proud of this tremendous accomplishment. Look back at the work and sleepless nights you put in to be here. Graduating is just a step closer to changing the world, and I'm sure we are all going to do just that. However, no achievement is accomplished alone. In 1997, Mr. Fred Rogers, famously known for his classic show, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, won a Lifetime Achievement Award during that year's Emmy Award show. If I can just quote what he said, "So many people have helped me to come here to this night. Some of you are here, some are far away, and some are even in heaven. Be grateful of who helped you along this continuing journey and make them proud." Congratulations to all the graduates of this year Passaic County Community College's virtual graduation celebration. Stay safe and God bless.
Maya Abaza is the 2019-2020 SGA president. Maya is 19 years old, of Circassian descent, and was born in the Middle East. Maya is graduating from Passaic County Community College with an associate degree in biology. She will continue her studies in Rutgers University, Newark, to earn a bachelor's degree. Post-graduation, she plans on attending medical school. Maya enrolled in Passaic County College in the fall of 2018 as a full-time student and was able to accomplish her goal of graduating in 2 years. During her time at PCCC, she became the Student Government Association's president. Maya said the experience has given her more than she expected in the past 2 years. Lifelong lessons, long-lasting friendships, space to cultivate her passion and encouragement, and the ability to keep pushing forward to succeed. It is my pleasure to introduce your SGA president, Maya Abaza, to give you her farewell address.
Hello everyone, my name is Maya Abaza and I'm grateful to be here to celebrate this special evening that all of us have worked really hard to be at. I know myself as a graduating student with an associate's in biology, the past 2 years have not been easy. And despite us having to adjust to the spring semester and our plans of wearing our caps and gowns today didn't go as planned, as a class we made it. So congratulations everyone on a well-deserved success. When I was first asked to speak to the graduating class of 2020, I brainstormed a lot and I rewrote my speech many times. But then I decided to truthfully share my story with you of what actually led me to be here today, standing in front of you, in hopes of inspiring someone that can relate to my story. I'm an immigrant to this country. I was born and raised in the Middle East in Syria, but I identify as Circassian from the Caucasus Mountains. In 2013, when I was 12 years old, my family decided to move to the United States to flee the Syrian civil war in search of a better life. Upon arrival, the language barrier had a tremendous impact on my life. English is not my first language, and although they taught us some English in my country, it wasn't enough to help me form sentences. In Syria, I was an A student, and when we moved, I was expected to maintain the same high standards in America. But besides the language barrier, I struggled deeply from missing my country and the family I left behind, especially my father, who stayed back to work as a doctor and save lives. Once I got to high school, my language skills picked up a little more, and I began adjusting to the life in America. It became a little easier to communicate and form relationships. But in spite of my progress, everyone in my class was ahead of me. Everyone knew where they wanted to go to college. They had no problem taking the SATs and could actually afford an education, while I wasn't as fortunate. When it was time to graduate high school, I was in deep frustration and disappointment with myself for not being like everyone else. Throughout my time in high school, I constantly compared myself to others and wished I had been more privileged to be born in this country, to speak the language better, and to have a better, secure future. I wanted it to be easier. In the midst of everyone visiting their dream schools, I found myself very discouraged and hopeless. I had no option but to start considering community college, despite the rejection from teachers and mentors due to the stereotypes surrounding community college versus a four-year school. PCCC proved to be one of the best decisions I made. At a time where I wasn't excited to attend college, PCCC opened doors for me that I wasn't expecting. A few months before I graduated high school, a member of the STEM department here at PCC reached out to me and invited me for a campus tour. Mr. Carlo Mongo presented me with the great opportunities PCC had to offer for the major I wanted, biology. Of course, as an immigrant, I had to live up to my family's expectations. I come from a family of doctors and engineers. So in order to achieve my educational goals, PCCC was my best option, and Governor Murphy had just passed the Community College Opportunity Grant Program, which meant I was eligible to attend PCCC tuition-free. That was a dream come true for someone in my status. I was excited that I could focus on my academics instead of working to pay off tuition. After my first year at PCCC, Mr. Carlo Mongo informed me of a 3-year summer program at New Jersey Medical School that focuses on pre-med students and provides them with the preparation needed to get into medical school. This opportunity has opened so many doors for me, and now I'm attending the program for the 2nd year and learning everything I need to know about medical school. During my spring semester of my first year at PCCC, I also decided to run for a leadership position on campus and was elected the Student Government Association's president. As an immigrant, as someone new to this country, why would they want me? Why not someone that was born in this country and can probably do a better job than me? All these thoughts were in my head during the elections process. I was both afraid of getting the position and not. But before I knew it, I received an email from the Office of Student Activities on campus informing me that I was elected as the new SGA president. The advisor of the SGA, Maria Marta, requested to meet with me. I was extremely nervous to meet with her and I wanted to leave a good first impression. But Maria was very welcoming and supportive and didn't make me feel less of a person because of where I'm from. She was only interested in the drive I had. The first thing she said to me was, it's always the people that don't think they can do it that end up doing it the best. And so I made a promise to myself to give my all to this organization, because all you can give is all you got. So I was open-minded and willing to learn. I attended all the summer trainings and the camps and I put myself out there. But even after all that, the thoughts in my head telling me to leave before I mess it up were still there. But soon enough, the academic year began and I had no more time to think negative thoughts. I just had to give it my all. I was lucky to have a supportive team to work with this past year. Robbie, Demi, Leni, and Edwin. You made my experience unforgettable. From the experience, I gained a lot more than I expected. Being active on campus impacted my college experience and pushed me to go to school every day. I found myself juggling 20 credits while being the president of the SGA in addition to having a part-time job. My to-do list was always full, but that always pushed me to keep going. Having walked into PCCC with hopes of only getting these 2 years out of the way and moving on to a 4-year, I found myself gaining lifelong lessons that shaped who I am as a person, along with long-lasting friendships. I found the space to cultivate my passion, to be accepted and encouraged, and always pushed forward by mentors and professors. I would have never thought that the girl a year ago scared of running for a position this big, with a responsibility this huge, has made it to the finish line with a degree in her hand. I look at PCC now, and it is not just a 2-year institution. I look at it as a home and a family, that with a blink of an eye, I now have to say goodbye to a community that changed who I am. To my fellow graduates of the class of 2020, your hard work is what led you here today. I promise you that all our sleepless nights, all the highs and the lows were all worth it in the end. I'm proud of each one of you. Keep pushing forward and earning your degrees. I can't wait to see all you're going to accomplish in the future.
Good evening. I'm Professor Alan Mitnick from the English Department. We're here tonight to honor the recipients of our college's graduate awards. Our first recipient is Rebecca Cray. The Business Administration Department is proud to give this award to Miss Rebecca Cray. A resident of Ringwood, New Jersey, Rebecca graduated in summer 2019 with a 4.0 GPA. Rebecca is currently attending William Patterson University on a presidential scholarship and is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. With an accounting degree, Rebecca's short-term career goal is to become a CPA. Congratulations, Rebecca. This award, presented each year to the graduating student with the highest score on the college writing exam, goes to Raneem Wadan. When several students receive the same score, the GPA is considered to determine the awardee. Congratulations are in order for Reneem, who stated she could never thank the school enough for making her what she is today. She will attend Rutgers Newark in the fall. This award goes to Alice Almiron. Alice is an outstanding student with a GPA of 3.8. She has worked countless hours on her class video projects, producing educational videos for faculty, and editing projects as part of her internship with Strix Media. Alice graduates with honors and is a member of Phi Theta Kappa. The next award goes to Fariz Soleimani. Fariz is an outstanding student with one of the highest GPAs of the year in the communications option. When not working on video projects in our studio, Fariz has accomplished a great deal, participating in Phi Theta Kappa for Executive Public Relations, Honors Program, the Men of Color Success Initiative, LGBTQ plus Allies Club, and Student Ambassador. Congratulations, Fariz. The CIS department congratulates George Peralta Garcia. George is an outstanding student who is always eager to learn new material. He is a self-starter who has excellent analytical and problem-solving skills. Congratulations, George. The Criminal Justice Department congratulates Scott Eason on his award. Scott served in the United States Marine Corps, and his experience at PCCC has compelled him to continue his criminal justice education at the next level. Scott will use his newly acquired knowledge to maximize his police career and further use it in his other career goals. Congratulations. The next award goes to Melanie Saavedra, who completed her studies with a 3.91 GPA. The Department of Early Childhood and Teacher Education is extremely proud of Melanie and her accomplishments. She's a dedicated student, determined to move forward in her career as a true professional. Congratulations, Melanie. The English Graduate Achievement Award goes to Tyler Garcia. The award is annually bestowed upon an exemplary student who demonstrates proficiency and excellence in literature and writing within the AA English degree. This year's recipient is Tyler Garcia, who has accumulated an impressive 3.84 GPA and stood out among his peers for his level of achievement in all English-related courses. Congratulations, Tyler. The Criminal Justice Academic Achievement Award goes to Emma Brennan. She's a 2018 Wayne Hills High School graduate with a passion to help others and serve her community. PCCC has helped Emma pursue that passion with an associate's degree in criminal justice, and in the fall, Emma will be continuing her education at Ramapo College, where she will major in social sciences in order to further her pursuit of one day having a career in the criminal justice field. Congratulations, Emma. The Honors Program Graduate Award goes to Miguel Ruiz. The award goes to a graduating full honors student with a high GPA who also demonstrates strong leadership skills and community service. Miguel is the 2020 recipient of this award. Congratulations, Miguel. The Human Services Award goes to Chelsea Cordero. Chelsea is graduating with an AS in Human Services Pre-Social Work Counseling option, a Human Services Specialist Certificate, and a Certificate of Achievement in Alcohol and Drug Certification domains. She has earned a 3.91 GPA and has been involved as a member of Phi Theta Kappa for the past 2 years. Chelsea is a student who stands out above the rest academically, but also in the service that she provides to the college and the community. After graduation, Chelsea will be attending Seton Hall University with a baccalaureate degree in social work. Congratulations, Chelsea. This award goes to Denise Rodriguez. She's the recipient of the Academic Excellence in Human Services Award, and she'll be receiving an AS Human Services Pre-Social Work Counseling degree and the Human Services Specialist Career Certificate. She arrived at Passaic County College in the fall of 2018 and is graduating after just 4 semesters with a 3.94 GPA. Her professors describe her as a dedicated and committed student who is a role model for her classmates, her peers, and the students she works with. Her inquisitive mind and determination to understand have been an asset to the Human Services program. She is a true learner. Congratulations. The next award goes to Sony R. Bellum. Sony is one of the graduating students in the AAS in Information Technology Web and Mobile Development option. She is worthy of this award due not only to her academic performance in the program, but also due to her determination, her involvement within the college community, and the support she provides to her peers. Congratulations, Sony. The next award from the CIS department goes to Jennifer Medrano. It is with pleasure that the department honors her with the Computer Information Technology Network Administration Graduate Achievement Award. Jennifer consistently demonstrates strong leadership, communication, adaptability, organizational, and problem-solving skills. She has distinguished herself as one who will move forward the frontiers of knowledge in her future career and the world at large, and plans to attend NJIT in the fall. Congratulations. The next award goes to Miguel Ruiz. He's this year's recipient of the Liberal Arts Humanities Outstanding Graduate Award. He plans to pursue his education after PCCC with the ultimate goal of having a career in the Department of the Interior. He has received offers of admission from George Washington University and Penn State, but in the fall, Miguel will attend Rutgers. Congratulations, Miguel. The next award goes to Stephanie Margard. She's the winner of the Liberal Arts Psychology Outstanding Graduate Award. She did this while working full-time and raising a family. Her final GPA is 3.82. Stephanie will continue her studies at Thomas Edison State University. Congratulations. The next award goes to Miles Eustace. Sociology majors are required to understand the complex theories, perspectives, and methods used in sociology. Courses probe students to think critically about the world around them and engage with topics ranging from social interaction to racial inequality to population change. Miles Eustace has shown an ability to engage with these topics and more using a sociological imagination. Congratulations, Miles. The next awards go to Stuart Schiff. The Spirit of Nursing Award and Nursing Academic Achievement Award. Stuart Schiff has been selected by the faculty to be recognized with the Spirit of Nursing Award. Awarded by the U.S. Army, the candidate must demonstrate professional involvement, leadership, and academic achievement. Professor Kane Francis noted that Stuart has demonstrated professionalism and displayed high standards, diligence, excellent problem-solving skills, and empathetic care in the clinical setting. Serving as class representative, Stuart demonstrated leadership and support for his peers. He has also been awarded the Academic Achievement Award for the highest GPA in the nursing program graduating class. Congratulations to Stuart. The Nurse Education Service Award goes to Makeda Jones. Makeda Jones was selected for this award that recognizes a student for the quality and quantity of contributions to the college, the community, and peers. Professor Cruz noted that Makeda is hardworking, dedicated, and passionate about nursing and caring. During the height of the COVID crisis, and while completing the semester, she continued to work on the front line in the hospital as a patient care assistant. Congratulations, Makeda. The Professional Nursing Award goes to Sophia R. Alfaro. She was selected for this award that is given to the student who has demonstrated clinical excellence throughout the nurse education program, as determined by the faculty in the following areas: provider of care, manager of care, and member of the profession. Professor Rama notes that this award is very special since it is given to a student who excels in the clinical setting and exemplifies the essence of nursing. Sophia is confident, thorough in her delivery of care, and always demonstrated excellent clinical judgment for a student nurse. Her compassion and ability to handle the emotional, physical, and spiritual needs of challenging sick patients in the clinical setting made her stand out. She has a wonderful capability of supporting patients emotionally during their most difficult times. Congratulations, Sophia. The next award goes to Maximilian Morozek McCourt. The award for scientific achievement is presented to students who, in addition to displaying exceptional scholarship, embody the personal qualities that have advanced the scientific endeavors from their beginnings. Congratulations to him, who has displayed outstanding scholastic performance, maintaining a 4.0 GPA as a physical science major. Congratulations. The Studio Arts Achievement Award goes to Rebecca Skubish. Congratulations to Rebecca, the recipient of the Studio Arts Achievement Award. She's a very talented artist who has excelled both artistically and academically in the Studio Arts program, graduating with a GPA of 3.9. Congratulations, Rebecca. The next award goes to Evelyn Vaquero. She's completed her studies at PCCC with a 3.98 GPA. Her academic achievement and dedication to the field of teacher education was clearly demonstrated in all her classes and collectively acknowledged by her professors during her studies at the college. She plans on continuing her studies to pursue her career in teacher education. Congratulations. The following award goes to Maximino Di Giacomo Castillo. This year's Philip Metz Award for Mathematics recipient, his achievements over the past 3 years at PCCC were a 4.0 GPA, being an honors student, a summer research internship at Stanford University, two-time first place winner at the Beacon Conference within his papers category, and Stanford University bound in the upcoming fall semester. Congratulations, Maximino. And the final award goes to Marie Febrelet. The Jack Kent Cook Undergraduate Transfer Scholarship is a highly selective scholarship for the nation's top community college students seeking to complete their bachelor's degrees at four-year colleges or universities. Over 1,500 students from 311 community colleges applied for this scholarship, and only 50 were selected. The Cook Undergraduate Scholarship provides its winners with up to $40,000 a year for up to 3 years to complete a BA. Cook Scholars are also able to receive up to $75,000 to complete a master's degree. For the first time, PCC has a Cook Scholar. Congratulations, Marie.
Passaic County Community College community, it's Cory Booker, your senator from the great state of New Jersey. And I just want to thank the whole Passaic County Community College community for making this day possible, but particularly to the class of 2020. Thank you for your hard work, your determination. You're making this momentous milestone. I celebrate you. I congratulate you, and deeply, I am so proud of what you have done. So class of 2020, this is not the graduation experience that you wanted or you invited. And I've learned in my life that in many ways you can't control circumstances. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control your response. There's a great author named Viktor Frankl who wrote a book about surviving the Holocaust. And he said that the last of the great human freedoms is to choose your attitude in any given set of circumstances. And he says there's always a choice. Every day, every hour, he says you're offered a decision. That between stimulus and response, that's your power. It's a decision, he wrote, that's going to determine whether you submit to the powers around you which threaten to rob you of your dignity and your worth, or do you manifest that great freedom that can never be stripped from you, which is to show up. To me, that is a challenge. Life is not about a destination. It's where you are every day, what you're bringing, what spirit do you choose to bring into the world. Look, when Hurricane Sandy was coming in, I was the mayor of New Jersey's largest city, the mayor of Newark, and I was out in the storm just as it was impacting, surveying the whole city, driving around as best I could in a command vehicle, being blown from side to side. And I'll never forget, I get this call. It always starts with a funny question. It's an operator that says, "Hello, this is the White House operator. Would you hold for the President of the United States?" And it's always funny to me because who says no to that? And I go, yes. And next thing you know, I'm talking to Barack Obama, who is checking in on me. It was an incredible conversation, connecting as a storm is hitting the coast of the United States of America. This president was checking in on a mayor. We had a good conversation. As soon as I hang up on him, almost as if it was timed, my cell phone rings again, and now it's the governor of the state of New Jersey, Chris Christie. Again, a moment of human contact. He was checking in on me and the city of Newark. We had another good, heartfelt conversation, and as soon as I hung up with him, amazed that I had just talked to the President of the United States and the governor of the state of New Jersey, I'm coming up a hill, and there in the wind and the rain, I see these telephone poles that had come down, live wires, and then I make out a guy standing out there in a yellow slicker with a floodlight waving frantically. I was surprised and almost a little upset that somebody would be out in this storm and not home, and I rolled up on him, rolled down the window immediately, so it was an elderly man, and I said to him, "What are you doing out here, sir?" And he looks at me almost bothered by the question. He goes, "There are live telephone wires live wires all over. I'm here because I'm going to make sure that none of my neighbors or nobody comes along these wires and gets hurt. In that moment, I realized, 15 minutes I talked to the President of the United States, the Governor of the state of New Jersey. Heck, I was the mayor of the city. But the greatest person in that 15 minutes that I talked to was the man on the hill, showing up, standing strong in a storm for others that he didn't even know. He didn't control the circumstances. He didn't control the size and strength of that storm, but he defined a truth that is so powerful that the greatest of all human energies you can show up with, you can choose, is kindness, is decency, and love. And often people think love is sentimentality. No, it's service, sacrifice. It's being there for others. Class of 2020, you are going to go on and do amazing things, achieve great positions, titles in your life, but those will never define who you are. You do daily. Life is not about a destination, it's what you bring to the journey, and I hope you bring your power of love. That's what this world needs right now. It needs light workers in darkness. It needs kindness in a time of too much meanness. It needs unifiers in a time of too much division. And that's not seen best in the grand acts and the grand gestures, but the daily decisions we make. Don't underestimate your power. Use it every day to make a difference in this world that so needs you. Thank you, class of 2020, and God bless you.
Again, thanks for joining the celebration of the PCCC class of 2020. It was wonderful hearing the inspiring words from some of your fellow graduates. You will always be part of this PCCC family. Please keep in touch and know that we will always be there to support you. There is one thing we missed from not having a formal ceremony, and that's the actual conferral of your degree. I heard many of you plan to watch this at home with your family and friends, and some of you were even going to wear your cap and gowns. So let's get that done. By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees in the state of New Jersey, I do hereby confer upon you the associate degree with all the rights, privileges, and perquisites thereunto appertaining. If you have not already done so, please turn your tassel to the left. This degree that you now have comes with a lot of power. There's a lot of things you could do with it. Please use it to make the world a better place. Again, congratulations. We are very proud of you.